Very warmly good morning to the representative, respected owners of our Odisha Directorate and my dear fellow cadets. I am Cadet Divyesh Panigrahi from One Odisha and Infantry Independent Corps NCC Jaipur. Today we have gathered here in a webinar to discuss and throw some light and opinion on the successive topic that is New Education Policy 2020. So without profligate our precious schedule, I would like to call our Honorable Announcer Dr. Lakshman Patra sir.
Good morning, everyone. A hearty welcome to all of you. As per direction of the Honorable Prime Minister to bring all organization to a one platform, that is to create awareness about the new education policy 2020 generally from the students. So on this occasion, the NCC Bikramdev Autonomous College going to organize a webinar on new education policy 2020. Here I will discuss the analysis of higher education in India, new education policy proposal 2020 and its implementation challenges. My dear students and friends, you know that systematic education policy is essential for offering school and college education in a country due to the reason that education leads to progress in society. Different countries use different education systems with different stages during its life cycle of school and college education levels. Recently, the Government of India received a draft education policy suggested by an expert committee headed by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, former chairman of Indian Space Research Organization. The committee suggested both incremental and drastical changes in existing Indian education policy and give guidelines to effective implementation in the country by 2030. This is also in line with the objective of the fourth Sustainable Development Goals to provide quality education for all citizens for fourth educational industrial revolution in the country. In my paper, I will discuss the related literature during the last few years on Indian higher education policy and their consequence. Silent features and their focus on the present draft of National Education Policy 2019 through the content analysis. The paper highlights on various policies proposed in the draft with the special emphasis on higher education section and compare them with the previous policy. Before going to details, At first, I will discuss about what is the existing national education policy, where it was first started. In India, the first national education policy was promulgated in the year 1968, and in the second improved version in the year 1986. The 1968 National Education Policy, that is called NEP1, had called for national school system, which meant that all students, irrespective of caste, creed and sex, would have access to education. National education policy was not very successful due to reason. First was the proper program of action was not brought out. Second, there was a shortage of funds due to poor economy. Third, education implementation was state affair and the central government had a little role on implementation. आमर प्रथम जेतेबेले नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी करा जाइथिला एई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी सक्सेसफुल होई नथिला। तार कारण हला देयर वाज प्रॉपर प्रोग्राम ऑफ एक्शन वाज नॉट ब्रॉट आउट। प्रॉपर माने प्रोग्राम करा जाइथिला किंतु एक्शन ता ठीक भाबे काम कार्यकारी हेई पार नथिला। Second, there was a shortage of funds due to poor economy. You know that India is a developing country. The economic condition of India was very poor in the year of 1968. And the major defect is that education implementation was state affair and central government had a little role on implementation. The policy, the implementation policy the state plays a vital role and the role of central government has very little. Now, in the new education policy, I will tell you that it is drastically changed. So it is called National Education Policy. All over India, there will be one system of education policy. The 1986 National Education Policy focused on modernization and the role of IT in education. More attention was paid on restructuring the teacher education, early childhood care, women's empowerment, and adult literacy. In the year of 1986, it was partially modified. It also accepted the autonomy of university and college, something which was racist in the past. Though there was some defective in the first national education policy, in the second national education policy, when it was modified in the year 1986, there was certain changes. In 1986, there are the certain features of education policy. First one is the essence of and role of education. Second one is national system of education. Third one is education for equality. Fourth one is reorganization of education of different stages. Fifth, technical and management education. Sixth, making the system work. Seven, reorienting the content and the process of education. 10, research and review. 11, the future education. These 11 points I will discuss bit by bit. The focus on various aspects under these 11 features are: during the 1992, an improvement called Program of Action of National Education Policy 1986 is proposed and accepted by the government, and is emphasized that education must play a role of correcting the social and regional imbalance, empowering women, and in securing a rightful place for the disadvantaged and the minorities. Government should give priority for free and compulsory education for needy people, covering children with special needs, eradication of illiteracy, education for women's equality, and special focus on the education of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and minorities. This policy had called for a national school system, which means that all students, irrespective of caste, creed, and sex, would have access to education. In the National Education Policy 1986, I have already told about there are 11 silent features. First one is that the essence and the role of education. That means it covers all-round development of students, aquaculturing role of national cohesion, manpower development for national self-reliance. Fourth one, education is a unique investment for all-round development of nation. So, in the second point, national system of education. What was the focus of the second point, that is the national system of education? That is common educational structure, that is 10th, +2, +3, which was recommended by Kothari Commission in the year of 1964 to 66. जो पैटर्न ऑफ एजुकेशन जोड़ा कि आमे वर्तमान एबे तुमे माने पढुछ 10th तापरे +2 2 वर्ष एवं +3 3 वर्ष. National curricular framework with common core subjects along with the other components that are flexible, जोड़ा कि आमे ऑनर्स पढुचंती, पास, इलेक्टिव, ए सब गुडा को आमे पढुचंती. Equal opportunity for education to all. National minimum level of standard of learning. Understanding of a cultural and social system of the people living in different parts of the country. International understanding through the cooperation and peaceful of coexistence. Inter-regional mobility by providing equal access to every Indian of requisite merit regardless of his origins. Pooling of resources for nation building, priorities of educational reforms for equating it to global level. Lifelong education and learning, strengthening of national institutions to promote research and post-graduation. That were the silent features of the national system of education in the year of 1986. Third one is education for equality. What do you mean by education for equality? Education for women's equality. It gives importance of one education for women's equality. You know that before the independence, there was no chance for women education. झील मान पाठ पढ़ा बा पढ़ेबार सुजोग दि जाना. But in the year of 1986, the policy recommended education for women equality. Education for scheduled caste, education for scheduled tribes, providing education of backward section and areas, education for minorities, education for physically and mentally handicapped with the general community. So that is the point comes under the education for equality. We have to give education equally irrespective of caste, creed and color. And fourth point, reorganization of education of different stages. First one is early childhood care and education. Second one is focus on quality of secondary education. Third one is the focus on quality of higher education with both campus-based and distance education. These are the silent features that we will give the early child care education, we will provide the distance education. Fifth one is technical and management education, enhancing technical skills and training on management strategies. Sixth point, making the system work. That is the teachers with responsibility and accountability. In 1986, teacher is the responsible for the development of child education. Government fixed accountability and responsibility to the teacher. Institution with better infrastructure and improved accreditation structures. And government decide that those institutions will give or provide better infrastructure. That institution will come under the accreditation status, which is going on nowadays, that is called NAAC, A grade, B grade or C grade. According to the status, the UGC or the Ministry of Research provides financial funds for the development of the college and institution. Next one is reorienting the content and process of education. That is enrich the education by cultural content. Value education based on our heritage, national goals and universal. The content of education or the system of education is very important. So when we are reading many papers like geography, history, literature, math, science, moral science, the content is very important. The content should be cultural. The content should be value education. That is the development of language with the regional focus. The syllabus must be comes under the regional language or regional heritage. Availability of qualitative books. Improvement of libraries in higher education institution. Use of educational technology in teaching. Environmental education in curriculum. Focus on science, mathematics, sports and physical education, and reforms in education and evaluation process. That was the content and process of education. Next one is the teacher and the teacher education. Focus on developing creative teachers. A creative teacher is very fruitful for the students, because teacher will build the career of the students. So teacher must have possessed creative activity, creative quality. Next, the management of education. That is the planning and management perspective of education and its integration with the country's development and manpower needs. Everything depends upon your management. You find that every institution have a system of management regarding the appointment, regarding the extracurricular activities, whatever may be. There is a management in every institution. They will planning about the curriculum of the college or the schools. Next one is research and review. Research mobilization through the donation, community involvement and fees education policy must be reviewed every 5 years. For the development of each and every institution, there is a necessity of resources. So the role of the management is to create resources, either by the donation or by the community involvement or by time to time the development of higher of the fees or collection by the students. And last one is the future education. that is achieving intellectual and spiritual attainment through the education. That is the most important point of the National Education Policy in 1986. So why I am discussing about the new National Education Policy in 1986? Because when we discuss about the present scenario, the present education policy, we have to also understand what was the past education policy. Have there any defect? Why this policy is changed? Why today it is a challenge for us? Some people accept it and some severely criticize it. So which one is the better? Whether it was better or it will be better. So in my first part, I have discussed about what was the past education policy. You know that education is the backbone of everyone's or every country's. Quality education for everyone being a fourth goal is the basis of all other goals. Every human being has a goal. Different goals I have there. But the most fundamental goal is the quality education. It is well known that quality education converts people into human beings with the responsibility for sustainable development of the society. If there is no education, then there is no development. I have read a quotation either from the Facebook or WhatsApp that a quotation was written in the entrance gate, at the entrance gate of a college, that if you want to the collapse of the country, then you first collapse the education system, because if your education system is collapsed, then automatically everything will be collapsed. So quality education being the fourth sustainable development goal in the UN has 10 targets encompassing many different aspects of education. Out of them, 7 targets are expected outcome and 3 targets are the means of the achieving these targets. United Nations has 10 targets regarding the aspect of education. While we are discussing about the new education policy, we have to also discuss about the what is the education system in the America, what is the education system France, and what is the education system of the China and England, because they are the developed countries. Why they are developed? Due to education, due to mechanism, due to development of information technology. All things comes under the development of or the proper planning of a education system. So universal primary and secondary education, first one is ensure that by 2030 all girls and boys of every country have access to complete free, equitable and primary and secondary education with acceptable quality leading to relevant, designed and effective learning outcomes. The motto of the education policy is that by 2030 all girls and boys of every country have access to complete free, equitable and primary and secondary education. That is not the motto of the only India, it is the motto of United Nations. Early childhood development and universal pre-primary education ensure that by 2030 all girls and boys of every country have access to quality based early childhood development and suitable pre-primary education and primary education. My dear students, you know that the primary education plays a vital role in each and every country. If your primary education is collapsed, then the higher education will be also be collapsed. You can see that I have a lot of experience regarding the primary education. Those students comes under very good primary education systems or very good primary schools. Their foundation is very strong. But those comes under the very poor primary schools, their foundation is very low, and during their college period they are suffering a lot of problems regarding the language problem, regarding the literature problem, everything. The quality of education does not mean to achieve first class or 80%, 90% in your certificate. It is quality education means it is the all-round development of a child. So equal access to technical and vocational and higher education by 2030. Ensure that all men and women, all countries have equal access for quality and affordable university education, including technical, vocational and territorial education. Every student, all men and women of all countries will access the technical, vocational and territorial education. That is the motto of the United Nations. Relevant skills for decent work by 2030. That means increase substantially the number of youth and adults having the employability skills, including the technical skill and vocational skill for available jobs and entrepreneurship. This is the most important, the motto of the United Nations, that having employability skills, including technical skills and vocational skills, so that the problem of unemployment will be reduced day by day. Today's the most problem is that unemployability. We have degree, MA, MPhil, PhD, MTech, BTech, but there is no job. So the motto of this policy is to create employability skill, technical skill and vocational skill, so that you can establish a factory, small industry. You will be self dependent. Next one is gender equality and inclusion. That is the eliminate of gender disparity in education by ensuring equal access, all types of education and vocational training for all underprivileged people and children in vulnerable situation. There will be no discrimination. Next, education for sustainable development and global citizenship. It is essential that everybody through education should acquire the knowledge and skill needed to promote sustainable development, including sustainable lifestyles, global citizenship, gender equality, human rights, and a promotion of a cultural of peace, non-violence, appreciation of cultural diversity, and of cultural contribution to sustainable development. Here, the word sustainable development is used. You know what to mean by sustainable development? The sustainable development means whatever you have, you will not consume all these properties or all these materials. You have to keep for your future generation. तार अर्थ है जे आमे जहा जहा आज जहा पेट्रोल अच्छी बा आज जहा हमर संपत्ति अच्छी आमे आम जीवन काल रे आमे किछि सब किछि सारी देबा नहीं, आमको आमर भविष्यत माने आमर आसंता जेनरेशन मानक पई मध्य आम से मानक पई किछि गच्छित रखिबा को पड़िबो. That is the main aim of another aim of education, that is the sustainable development. One side we will develop another side we have to give importance upon the sustainable jaha achi आमे आमर अतीत माने आगंतुक जनरेशन मानक पई किछि रखिबा आमे सबु जदी सारी देथिबा पेट्रोल ताहले आमर आगंतुक माने गाड़ी थिबो किंतु आ पेट्रोल नथिबो से माने हमकु ही गाड़ी देबे they will blame us that our ancestors have finished all these natural resources in this world. Next one is to build and upgrade education facility which are the child disability and gender sensitivity and non-violent provide self-inclusion and effective learning environment for all. That is the points of the United Nations education policy. Now, I will come to the main point, that is the Indian scenario of higher education. What is the National Education Policy 2020? You know that India has over 890 university and approximately 40,000 colleges, reflecting the overall severe fragmentation and a small size of HEIS currently in the country. Remarkably, over 40% of all colleges in the country run only a single program, far from the multidisciplinary style of higher education that will be required in the 21st century. In fact, over 20% of colleges have enrollment below 100, while only 4% of colleges have enrollment over 3,000. Some of the regions are below. I will tell you what is the reason. 890 यूनिवर्सिटी अच्छी 40,000 कॉलेज अच्छी इवन केते कॉलेज रे गोटिए गोटिए खाली पाठ पढ़ा होची देयर इज नो मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी बट इन 21st सेंचुरी जहा 21st सेंचुरी जहा हमको दरकार अच्छी से प्रकार एजुकेशन सिस्टम वर्तमान सुधा आम पाखरे नाही ड्यू टू दैट द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट is increasing day by day. 20% of college have enrollment below 100. आम अन्य राज्य कथा छाड़ आम राज्य कथा भी देखा जदि बहुत कॉलेज रे माने 30-40 पिला एनरोलमेंट करथिबे सेटा गोटे कॉलेज थिबो एवं सेटा खाली ओनली ट्रेडिशनल पैटर्न पाठ पढ़ा होथिबो देयर इज नो वोकेशनल एजुकेशन यू नो दैट इन +2 the government of Odisha has introduced many vocational subjects. In our college also there is 2 vocational subjects, that is food processing and tourism and hospitality. So that is the failure, that is the reason of failure of our education policy. First one is lack of access, especially in socio-economically disadvantaged area. Lack of teacher and institutional autonomy, inadequate mechanism for career management and progression of faculty and industrial leaders, the lack of research at most university and colleges. By 2032, India is expected to be the third largest economy at over 10 trillion. Our 10 trillion economy will not be driven by the natural resources, but by knowledge resources. In this context, the Prime Minister's recent call on labor rigging for 4th industrial revolution to take India to new heights. The purpose of national education policy envisages an India-centered education system that contributes directly to transforming our nation sustainably into a equitable and a vibrant knowledge society by providing high quality education to all. So in this juncture, our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, have a give importance upon the new education policy. He tried to modify the new education policy. You know that it was announced by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it will be called as the Ministry of Education. It will be renamed the Ministry of Education. This policy is aimed at transferring the Indian education system to meet the needs of the 21st century. According to our needs, the system of education should be changed. जहाँ वर्तमान क्षेत्र रे वर्तमान 21st सेंचुरी रे जहाँ हमको दरकार से अनुसार आमर एजुकेशन पॉलिसी हेबा दरकार ताकु नहीं परिवर्तन करा जायछि. The new policy seeks rectification of poor literacy and numeracy outcomes associated with the primary school, reduction in dropout levels in middle and secondary schools, and adoption of the multidisciplinary approach in the higher education system. At first, it gives importance upon the poor literacy and the numeracy of outcomes associated with the primary school. What is the reason of dropout? कहीं पिला माने पंचम पढ़िथिबा बेले को से माने ड्रॉप आउट हो जाउछंती basically in middle and secondary schools, and adoption of multidisciplinary approach in the higher education system. आमे higher education system रे किबरी आमे multidisciplinary subject रखिबा. A science student can also read the geography, philosophy, education, psychology and political science. A arts student can also read the common subjects, that is botany, zoology, he will also read. That is the motto of our education system. Each and everybody can get the common knowledge. Apart from this, the policy also focus on early childhood care, restructuring the curriculum and pedagogy, reforming assessment and exams, and investing in teacher training and board basing their appraisal. This policy also focus on early child care and restructuring the curriculum and pedagogy. This policy, that is our system of education, will be also modified. Reforming the examining pattern. The pattern of examining also should be reformed. Though the new educational policy 2020 seeks to bring a holistic change in the education system of India, its success depends on the will and the way in which it will be implemented. At first, I will discuss about the for school. Then I will discuss about for college, higher education. Because as a youth, you have to know at first what is the primary school education system. From 10th plus 2 to आगो कौन थिला 10th तापरे प्लस 2 2 वर्ष वर्तमान हे गला 10th plus 2 structure in which police covered schooling from class 1 to 10 and then class 11 to 12 gives way to 5 years of foundational education, 3 of preparatory, 3 of middle and 4 years of secondary schooling. And flexibility to choose subject across streams, all subject to be offered at 2 levels of proficiency. समस्त को मल्टी सब्जेक्ट ऑफर करा जीवो. And the board will be diluted. Board exams to test only core competency could become the modular, objective and subjective, and will be offered twice a year. वर्ष को 2 थर हबो. Multilingual language policy continue with preference for local language medium for instruction till class 8. अष्टम क्लास पर्यंत आमर रीजनल लैंग्वेज बा लोकल लैंग्वेज ऊपर इंपोर्टेंस दिया जिवो. काहेकि आमे आगरो भी जानछंती जहार मातृभाषा रे उन्नति नाही तार अन्य भाषा रे केबे भी उन्नति हे परिबो नाही. So the national education policy by new education policy gives importance upon the local language. By the local language, your concept will be clarified. Bagless days. School students to have 10 bagless days in a year during which they are exposed to a vocation of choice. जो तंकर बैग रो लोड कमेमा मध्य अन्य एक लक्ष्य. This was the for schools and for colleges. State like college test, national testing agency to conduct common college entrance exam twice a year. जोटा कि वर्तमान आमर गवर्नमेंट वर्तमान पीजी जमी कमन एंट्रांस कलानी बीएड कमन एंट्रांस है देयर इज नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी in national level there will be a testing agency. He will conduct all the examination, all the entrance exam twice in a year. 4-year bachelor, 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's program to be prepared. Mid-term dropouts to be given credit with the option to complete degree after a break. Suppose जने वर्षे पढ़ी ड्रॉप आउट कर 2 years पढ़ी ड्रॉप आउट कला 3 years करी ड्रॉप आउट कला they will be give a 2 years complete certificate, 3 years complete certificate. Over next 50 years college will be given graded autonomy to give degree affiliation with the university to end, so would deemed university status. After 15 years you will see that every college will be comes under the autonomous status. Proposal to cap fee charge for private institution of higher learning. Top rated global university to be facilitated to come to India. Top Indian institution to be encouraged to go global. बाहर बड़ बड़ जो एजुकेशन यूनिवर्सिटी गुड़ाक अच्छी दे विल कम टू इंडिया एवं इंडिया भी टॉप टॉप जो इंस्टीट्यूशन अच्छी दे विल आल्सो गो टू अ फॉरेन कंट्री. That is the main theme of the new education policy. That is the recognize the importance of formative years. The policy recognize the primary of the formative years from age 3 to 8 in shaping the child's future. You know that at the time of 3 to 8 8 वर्ष बा 5 वर्ष भितर गोटे छुआर जेतिकी ब्रेन डेभलप होइथिबो सेही अनुसार से पिलार फ्यूचरटा सेतिकी डेभलप होइजिबो. So the primary education, I have already told that the primary education plays a vital role in each and every country. Another key aspect of school education in the new policy is the breaking of the strict division of arts, commerce and science streams in high school. There will be no earmark in the school education. Samaste sabu padhibe free. This can be lay the foundation of a multidisciplinary approach in high education. जोटे कि गोटे पिला बड़ हेले तार हाई ताकू डिसिप्लिनरी बहुत किछि पढ़ी परिबो. गोटे साइंस पढुची से पिला कॉमर्स और अकाउंटेंसी भी पढ़ी परिबो, इकोनॉमिक्स भी पढ़ी परिबो. देयर वाज अ टाइम दैट लॉजिक वाज द कंपल्सरी फॉर ऑल सब्जेक्ट. माने साइंस पिला माने मध्ये लॉजिक पढ़ी पारथिले, कॉमर्स पिला माने भी पढुथिले. बर्तमान जिंदी इकोनॉमिक्स मध्ये गोटे साइंस पिला भी पढ़ी परिबो से प्रकार सुविधा थिला. The confluence of education and skill, another laudable aspect of the scheme is the introduction of a vocational course with the internship. जोड़ा कि बर्तमान हमर प्लस 2 रे अडॉप्ट करा जायछि, बर्तमान डिग्री रे मध्ये अडॉप्ट करा जिवो, केते हाई स्कूल रे मध्ये अछि skill education, vocational education, so that after the complete of education he or she will be not depend upon the any industry or any internship in she will arrange his own industry. से निजे निजर इंडस्ट्री तैयारी करी लोक को से रखिबो, से जाई का पाखे रखिबा दरकार नै. सपोज फूड प्रोसेसिंग कला परे ही विल मेड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फूड्स जोड़ा में हम कहउछन आचार जानती सब बहुत किछ हम करि परिबा. मेकिंग एजुकेशन मोर इंक्लूसिव, द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी प्रॉपर द एक्सटेंशन ऑफ द राइट टू एजुकेशन टू ऑल चिल्ड्रन अप टू एज ऑफ 18. समस्तंकर शिक्षागत अधिकार अछि, दैट इज द एज 18 18 वर्ष पर्यंत. Further, the policy seeks to leverage the huge potential of online pedagogy and learning methodology for increasing gross enrollment in higher education. The policy also seeks to establish a super regulator for education which will be responsible for standard setting, funding, accreditation and regulation of higher education in India. The document states university from among the top 100 in the world will be able to set up campus in India. जो माने बड़ बड़ इंडस्ट्री माने अछंती से माने हम इंडिया रे मध्य से माने सेटअप कर परिबे. Another point is that ending Hindi versus English debate. Most crucially, new education policy once and for all buries the stringent Hindi versus English language debate. Instead, it emphasizes on making mother tongue, local language or the regional language the medium of instruction at least till grade 5, which is considered the best medium of teaching. I have already said that the new education policy gives importance upon the mother language, that is the local language. आगे कौन थिला दीटा मीडियम आइदर हिंदी और इंग्लिश नो अप टू 5 द स्टूडेंट विल फोकस ऑन द मदर एजुकेशन मदर टंग knowledge job there is a persistent mismatch between the knowledge and skill imparted and the jobs available. This has been one of the main challenges that have affected the Indian education system since independence. There are a lot of vacancies are there, but the suitable candidates are not available for that post. That is the another important of our education system. बहुत पोस्ट अच्छी किंतु suitable qualified लोक मिलू नाहंती बोली बहुत इंडस्ट्री कहउचंती. So according to the needs of that job, that qualification, we have to read or we have to make that curriculum. So an ambitious target of public spending at 6% of GDP has been set. Mobilizing financial resources will be a big challenge given the low tax up to GDP and competing claims on the national exchequer or healthcare, national security and other key sectors. सबु पाई अर्थ दरकार money. So the role of the government is also to create the resources for the development of the infrastructure of the college and schools and universities. Without money, without the proper infrastructure, the education system will not be progressive. Needs for cooperative federalism. Education is a concurrent subject, both center and state government. The reforms purpose can only be implemented collaboratively by the center and the states. Only the center is not forcefully implemented it, nor the states. It will be success when the both state and the central government will collaboratively doing it. जेतोले स्टेट आउ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट आउ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कोलाबोरेटिवली चाहिए जे एई पॉलिसीटा ठीक अछि आकु आमे इंप्लीमेंट करिबा ताहाले सेटा जगी ठीक हबो. The center has the giant task for building the consequence on the many ambitious plans. There is a need for the creation of inclusion funds to help socially and educationally disadvantaged children pursue education. जो मानकर आर्थिक स्वच्छता ठीक नहीं से मानकु गवर्नमेंट फैसिलिटी देवा दरकार दोउछ मध्य. If technology is a force multiplier with the unequal access, it can also expand to gap between the haves and haves not. गोटे गैप रखिबा दरकार का पाखरे अछि का पाखरे नाही. The state needs to address the striking disparity in access to digital tools for universalization of education. So that was the theme of the new education policy. I have told you about the past education policy. When it was established in 1968, then it was modified in 1986, then it was certainly modified in 1992 also. In my conclusion, the new education policy is a good policy as it aims at making the education system holistic, flexible, multidisciplinary, aligned to the needs of the 21st century and the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. The intent of policy seems to be ideal in many ways, but it is the implementation where lies in the key to success. The draft of National Education Policy has a many innovative suggestions to improve quality and the broadness of education systems in India. The aspirants and the challenges of implementation of such proposal is a research agenda. The objective of of the study is to know the necessity of a new education policy in the country by knowing the failure of previous national education policy. आज जहाँ आम डिस्कसन कले तार ऑब्जेक्टिव होची आमे देखिबा जे व्हाई द प्रीवियस एजुकेशन पॉलिसी जी फेलुअर. Secondly, to know the major proposal and the framework of a newly proposed national education policy. Third, to study the essence of the educational life cycle of student from foundation to post graduation stages. प्रथम रु पीजी पर्यंत लाइफ स्टाइल ऑफ द स्टूडेंट आमे बुझिबा दरकार. Fourth one, to highlight on various policies proposed in the higher education system and compare them with the existing system using the content analysis. Fifth, to identify and analyze the strength and weakness of the new policy on various stakeholders. Sixth, to compare national education policy proposal 2019 with the previous policy of India. This new education policy, at first it is proposed in 2019. To compare private and public in terms of facility and restriction purpose, comments and suggestions for improvements required further to make it more effective. Still, this new education policy has certain disadvantages, which is pointed out by the experienced professors, academicians. Still, we hope it will better for our younger generation, for their intellectual development, for their all-round development. This was the today's theme of seminar. Thank you all for giving your valuable time to listening my speech. In this occasion, I express my heartfelt thanks to our NCC unit 1 Odisha Infantry Corps NCC to organize this webinar, to create a awareness among the students. So if you are the aware, then you will aware to your brothers and sisters, your neighbors, and your village also. That was the motto of our program. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you all. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our heartily thanks to all the ANOs and our ANO sir, Dr. Lakshman Patra sir, in the occasion of this webinar, for the perfect logistic support and guidance he extended to all of us at occasion. I also extend my thanks to the cadets and for their enormous cooperation in organization of this event. Thank you.